day. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes tried to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Space to maneuver at the 40. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 71 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
By
Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
at the 26-yard
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
at the 7-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Complete to Jared.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From midfield, here's Brees. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Now Brees lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point right down the middle. After one, it's 13-6.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
16.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of...
For the Chiefs.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
16. Saints 6. Harrison Butker in a kick.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10. At their own 7.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
31 yards.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
To Josh Hill.
Josh Hill. 28 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. Good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun. Rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead. Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Jenkins on the coverage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. After trailing at halftime, he's got his guys in the lead, 3 touchdowns. His hot play from the first half, it's continued here in the third quarter.
And that's what you love to see, is that things didn't cool off at the halftime, didn't have that sense of self-satisfaction. I played a great game so far, I'm good. Continuing to play well, obviously wants to win.
Yeah, now they've turned a deficit into a lead. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Brees now. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's Brees getting it into the hands of Traquan Smith. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Kickoff for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And Brees is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
You ain't going to burn me. No.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Now Mahomes out to his left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Can't do that, man.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
4-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On the move to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
A field goal. Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
A gain of 2.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Big extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in
Those
addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.